talk about it all now with the head coach, Matt McMahon, who is back here in Baton Rouge getting ready for the week ahead. Coach, good morning. How are you?
Jordy, doing great. Appreciate you having me on this morning.
Hell yeah, man. What a great win for your squad on Saturday. Tell me about that game and your experience of it.
Oh, it was awesome. I was just thrilled for our players. I heard you there in the intro. We've been close here and really 3 50-50 type games in league play where we weren't able to get over the hump. And I thought our guys, as you mentioned, you don't want to be down 16 in the second half on the road in front of 17,000 people against the number 11 team in the country at the time. But credit to our players, they just kept playing. We were able to start getting some defensive stops. We finally found a couple of things that were good for us on the offensive end. I thought Tyrell Ward just hit huge shot after huge shot. And credit to him, because sometimes that can be really difficult to bounce back from. He had 3 fouls in 3 minutes in the first half. And so could have been taken out of the game, but he stayed the course like the rest of the team and obviously had a huge impact. And I'm sure we'll talk about how things went down kind of in the final minute there to get the win.
13 points for Ward, 5 of 7 from the field, 3 ice cold, or 2 of them were just ice cold 3-pointers when you guys were going back and forth in that sequence with South Carolina. And Coach, take me to the end there where, I mean, your guys, the toughness on the squad was really on display on Saturday. We'll get to the rebounding, obviously, and you guys' efforts on the boards, but I thought the rebounding stat and the last 5 minutes of the game was a true testament of the toughness of the team. Tell me about the last 5 minutes and you guys getting the win there.
Yeah, you're 100% correct, Jordy. It's the toughness, it's the grit, it's the togetherness that winning requires, especially in this league. And I thought our guys had it on full display. Some huge possessions. The possession, Tyrell hit the 3 to tie the game. I believe we got 2 offensive rebounds on that possession to keep the game alive. And then just kept responding. South Carolina hits a 3 to go back up 3. Jordan Wright gets to the rim for an and 1 to tie it. Then kind of unique 30 seconds down the stretch. They hit a 3 to go back up 3. And now both teams, weird to have, we only had 2 fouls. And I think South Carolina only had 4. So both teams had a bunch of fouls to give. Jordan Wright gets to the bucket, cuts it to 1 with 15 seconds left, and we use our last timeout. Well, we got a major problem here, Jordy, because we got 4 fouls or 5 fouls to give before we're in the bonus.
That's right.
But we knew we had the possession arrow. So we wanted to take one shot at trying to get a steal or force a turnover, and then we were going to have to try and foul like crazy to extend the game. But Hunter Dean and Jalen Reed did a great job. Everyone else was in all-out denial. They got the trap. They got the jump ball. And then, Jordan Wright, great credit to him. Gets to the rim, gets fouled. We know, the disappointment of the ending against Florida. And here he is right back in that situation on the road, down 1, 2 free throws. Chance to win the game, and he steps up and knocks down both very smoothly, and then we were able to get the stop there at the other end to win it.
He didn't even hit the rim. I mean, it was ice cold. I mean, when he stepped up there and drained those 2 free throws, Coach, talk about the addition of Wright and obviously a veteran presence and his experience in the league, but, man, his return on bringing him in has been massive.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. So you look at the first 5 games of league play, he really played at a first-team all-league level on both ends of the floor. Was leading the league in steals at that time, was incredibly efficient offensively. The next 5 games struggled from an efficiency standpoint, but then against Florida, I think you saw him return to form and then just made huge plays on Saturday, 14 points, but 7 rebounds. His leadership in the second half when we were down was off the charts and really helped us get over the hump. His execution down the stretch on offense and the ability to get to the line and finish those plays was huge for us.
We talked about one sophomore in Tyrell Ward and his night on Saturday, Coach. Jalen Reed, I thought, played massive for you on Saturday as well. His 11 points were huge. Can you talk about his presence against the Gamecocks?
Yeah, I thought he was great, especially in that second half. He had we thought a mismatch at his position. We were able to isolate him in the post, and he was physical, attacking the rim and finishing. It's an area where we've struggled a little bit this year in the league. We've gotten to the rim a lot, but we have not finished at the level that we need to. And I thought he was really good there. And then I talked about how South Carolina is elite defensively, make it a grinded out game. And we finally got to a couple actions that were effective for us. And one of them was getting the ball to Reed at the top of the key and playing out of some dribble handoffs with him as a playmaker. And I just thought he had a tremendous impact on the game. It was good to see for both of those sophomores, to come out and get 29 points combined on the road very effectively, too. I think one was 6 for 8, the other 6 for 9. They were tremendous.
Coach, rebounding on Saturday was almost like an art, the way that you guys were able to get second chance opportunities off of your offensive points. I think you scored 13 on second chance on Saturday, and really they were just the timely rebounds that you got. Can you talk about the effort overall, and then, of course, Hannibal with his outing?
Yeah, they were much needed. We've been below average on the defensive glass this season in league play. I mean, it's just the bottom line. And South Carolina is a top 5 offensive rebounding team in the league. So it was of great concern coming in. And I thought our guys really responded, not only on the defensive glass, but you mentioned at the offensive end to get 12 second chance opportunities there and convert those to 13 points in a low scoring, grinded out half court game was huge. And I thought Hannibal, I just thought he was a warrior. Yeah. And I thought it live, watching it and going back and watching the film. It's really as hard as a player has played in my time here over a 40-minute game here at LSU. He just was relentless. He gets 12 rebounds, 4 of them offensive. His defensive effort was off the charts. I just thought his impact on winning was huge. And much needed for us, and I was really proud of him. Especially, it's a return game back home for him. It's where he started his career. Sometimes you can get caught up in the wrong things and distractions. I thought he was just locked in on doing what he needed to do to help his team win. Any
new news on Jalen Cook going into Wednesday?
Yeah, we'll see today. We were off yesterday, Jordy, so just had treatment and everything yesterday. We'll practice this afternoon. He's been battling some leg injuries here and want to get him back ready to go, hopefully here for Wednesday. And that's the one thing when you look at the schedule. As you know, in this league, you don't have any easy games.
That's right.
But 4 of your last 6 here at home. Our next 3 in a row here at home, starting off Wednesday against Kentucky. So our guys are excited to get back to practice and see if we can build on what was accomplished on Saturday afternoon.
Quick little preview of the Cats and what Cal's bringing in here Wednesday night. Big win for them on Saturday.
Well, a bunch of NBA players on that roster. Right. Number 3 scoring team in the country, almost 90 a game, right there behind Alabama. The interesting thing, they lost those 3 games in a row at home, concluding with the game against Gonzaga. And then you turn the page to Ole Miss and now Auburn on the road. They look like a much different team defensively.
Yeah.
Really playing a lot more physical on that end of the floor, a lot more disruptive. And so we'll have to really execute offensively, but it'll start with our ability to contain them and their high-powered offense. They do it at every position.
Everybody I talk to around town, the first thing they say about the men's basketball program is that they can feel the pulse, man. You can feel the tide turning and it heading in the right direction, Coach. Great job. Excellent win on Saturday, and looking forward to a packed PMAC on Wednesday night with the Cats in town.
Man, Jordy, it's awesome to be with you. We certainly have made a lot of progress, a lot of work left to be done, but we're hoping for some great home environments here as we finish up 4 out of 6 in the PMAC starting Wednesday night. So I look forward to seeing you when Kentucky comes to town Wednesday.
Keep them rolling, Coach Mack. Thanks, man.